Today we are reviewing a really hyped up but really awesome vanilla fragrance from Yves Saint Laurent. This is BABYCAT. Now I love vanilla fragrances, I always have. There is not really a vanilla fragrance I've ever tried that I don't like. I love the note of vanilla and I love how it works on my skin. BABYCAT has been a difficult fragrance to get hold of. It seems to always be out of stock on the YSL website, but I managed to buy this recently and I've been getting to know this fragrance over the last few weeks. So we're going to spray this fragrance on a test strip, and if you've got the fragrance at home, feel free to spray it and we can describe and we can go through and talk about this fragrance together. So BABYCAT to me is very warming, opens up really spicy. It's not the vanilla that you pick up straight away, at least not for me. I pick up on the black pepper note, very spicy, warming, almost carries a heat to it. And then as it dries down, as it transitions down, you get the more cozy vanilla. But I really love the warming, spicy black pepper in the opening. And that does stay with the fragrance the whole way through. But what happens is it will start to transition from the spicy black pepper opening and it will turn a bit more powdery as it dries down to the vanilla, and you've also got a woody suede leather note in the background which mix really well with the vanilla, but it doesn't make this a fragrance that smells just purely of vanilla. It comes across more woody, powdery and leathery with a vanilla touch blended in. So to me, the texture is quite powdery and I do detect some amber in the base notes. To me, this smells really warming and cozy and it's a very relaxing fragrance to smell. So to sum this up in some keywords, it's warming pepper, cozy vanilla and woody leather. Now let's look at the best time to wear this fragrance. So to me, BABYCAT smells slightly more masculine than feminine. Sometimes vanilla fragrances can smell quite feminine, but this one, because of the suede and leather note in the base notes, it's quite woody. It does come across as a bit more masculine, at least to me. But of course, anyone could wear this fragrance. It's not an ultra masculine fragrance, just comes across as slightly more masculine than other vanilla heavy fragrances. To me, this is suited more for the cold weather because of that really cozy vanilla note. It makes me feel of cold evenings, makes me want to sit by the fireplace, or I could see this being worn on a date night because it's very inviting and there's almost something romantic about BABYCAT. I think this would also work really well on summer evenings. If you go into a party or an event on a summer evening, I think this could shine really well. Now, have you tried BABYCAT? And if so, when would you wear it? Moving on to the performance, how does this perform? A fragrance for this kind of money, we want it to perform really well. On me, BABYCAT performs really nicely. I get very nice projection from here, but more importantly, the longevity stays a long time on my skin, but vanilla fragrances normally do. The note of vanilla always lasts on my skin. Of course, everyone is different, and on you, it might not work so well, so I would always recommend trying fragrances first. I own visionaryfragrances.com, a fragrance sample website located in the UK and the EU. So if you're from the United Kingdom or from any of the 26 EU countries, you can buy samples of all fragrances that I talk about on this channel from visionaryfragrances.com. So vanilla always works really well on my skin, and with BABYCAT, it's no exception. The projection is not huge, but for this type of fragrance, I wouldn't really want it to be a massively projecting beast mode fragrance. I think this is a really inviting and romantic fragrance, as I said, so I like this one to be found on me. Are there any alternatives to BABYCAT? The only one I've tried, I don't know if there's any clones exactly, you have to let me know if there's any clones for this, but one that I have in my collection is Vanilla Black Pepper by BOHOBOCO. This one has a very similar scent profile, of course, being black pepper and vanilla, two of the main notes in BABYCAT, but they don't smell exactly the same. I think the pepper in this BOHOBOCO fragrance is stronger, it's denser, and I actually prefer it to the black pepper note that is in BABYCAT. But this one has a kind of a weird floral orangey note at the top note, so it has a bit of a different vibe, has a bit of a different characteristic to BABYCAT, whereas BABYCAT goes more powdery and ambery leathery in the dry down. This one has a slight floral touch and the vanilla is not as smooth to my nose. Because of the floral notes in Vanilla Black Pepper, this one sits more unisex, and I could see this being worn by a woman more so than BABYCAT. Overall, this is a really fantastic alternative, or just a fragrance in its own right, if you like the notes of vanilla and black pepper. I feel this is just as good as BABYCAT. It just has a slightly different scent profile, being more floral in the opening, and doesn't have that powdery amber vanilla note in the dry down. I really like BABYCAT. When I first tried it, I have to admit, I wasn't blown away. And I think because I heard BABYCAT was a really perfect vanilla fragrance. And I was thinking of just pure vanilla, like something you get from Kayali Vanilla 28, or another vanilla fragrance I love from Guerlain, Spiritos Double Vanille. This isn't just purely vanilla. As I said, you have the sharp black pepper opening and the leathery dry down. So it does have some different characteristics, some different accords in here, not just vanilla. But overall, I really enjoy this. And my personal rating for BABYCAT would be 8 out of 10. Now, if you've tried BABYCAT, please let me know. What are your thoughts and what is your rating out of 10? So are you intrigued by BABYCAT? Have you tried it? If you really like vanilla and woody fragrances, I think BABYCAT is a fantastic option. And if you're looking for a really high quality, romantic smelling date night fragrance, BABYCAT is an amazing option. A lot of the time it is out of stock, and I don't think this is available in discounters or even many other stores. I think mostly you have to buy this from the Yves Saint Laurent website. And as I said, unfortunately, it's not cheap, but a fragrance for special occasions, special summer evenings, special date nights. This is a great fragrance to have in your collection, and I'm really glad that I own it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. See you soon.